Hello, and welcome to Gundam Customs Theory video of Ketsubutsu Academy students being the villains from the League of Villains. Yes, I know this sounds weird, and there probably are other videos about this theory out there. Now, with this, I have the idea that the characters mentioned in Chapter 103, or I meant introduced in Chapter 103 of Boku no Hero Academia, are the characters who are also part of the League of Villains. Now, a lot of people have their doubts about this theory, which it makes sense as there's a lot of people who would not want this to happen, and a lot of people who have some decent thoughts on the subject. Now, with this, I feel like they are the League of Villain characters. Now, I mentioned this to another YouTuber by the name of Court, who actually also has a video about this theory. Now, my theory video is going to be different than his, as I want to say my aspects of it. Like, he said a lot of the things that I would have thought of as well, but he's also said things like what other people have against the theory, and some points I'm going to point out. But I'm going to say what I say is supporting this theory. Now, I'm going to put his video in the link below, so check his video out if you have any questions, and then if that doesn't help you, just put it in my comment section or his comment section. Any questions about the theory video? I guess, like, his theory video, if you have questions about that, you understand what I mean, hopefully. But with this, the four characters who were somewhat introduced this chapter of Boku no Hero Academia were quite. When I first saw them, the immediate reaction was, those are the League of Villains. Literally. That was the first and only thing that came into my mind when I saw these characters. Now, I might have a bias against this now, as that was my first reaction. So, with this, I hope you guys enjoy what I think. But if I am missing something, or if you guys have anything to like try to counter what I say, like, I would love to hear it in the comment section below. But with this, I'm going to explain what or how I think those four characters are actually the League of Villains. First off, Shindo. Yes, Shindo is the character I think is Gabi, in which the fact of the matter is a lot of people would probably say his burn marks, which is actually quite simple, as I have a couple of things that could or could not describe how this happened. One is Gabi's a mysterious character. We don't really know his name, so it could be Shindo. So he could have actually been a student of Ketsubutsu Academy, or transferred into Ketsubutsu Academy, but with this, he could have been there as an actual hero and turned there. Now, he has done the permit test before, as we've seen from the chapter. He's a second year, and every one of the characters from class 1A are first year. So that means they have already failed this once. So with this, I think this is more mainly ended towards Shindo being Dabi, but it could work for Toga being the chick and Atsuhiro being the guy in the background who looks like he's just like uninterested, and Jin being the guy who is actually the one who looks pretty menacing and looks like a reptile robot kind of guy. So with this, I would like to let you guys know that this is a lot of things that would have to go completely right, but it's still just a theory, so I'm not saying it's going to happen. What I would say is that Dabi failed the exam last year, Shindo failed the exam last year, saw most recently after the festival arc that Stain was doing all this for heroes' work and wanted people to not be heroes for the money, but do it for the heroic stuff. And he kind of just killed heroes. But with this, like, thinking about it, he's still a student at a school in which he actually can be influenced quite easily, as before, you're quite, a lot of people are quite, no, that's not a good thing to say. I think the better thing to say is a lot of people are quite influenced by their surroundings. Now, say, for me, for instance, I love the medieval stuff. I saw something about, like, um, King Arthur on a TV show, and I fell in love with the medieval series. Now, with this, something of this nature could have happened to Dobby, in which he saw the same thing and became Dobby. Now, with this, that's speculation, I know, but it's a possibility, as he has already failed this, and failure does bring doubt, regret, and a lot of other things, and we don't know what's happened to him in the past. Like, maybe someone, like, who wanted to get paid a lot of money beat him down last year to become a permit holder. So, that's one of the ways I got for him. The other one is that the burns are actually just like makeup or something that he just puts on to hide his real identity, because he is a mysterious person. He may not be he may not have been an actual student. He could have just been like, yeah, I'm transferring in, I'm Shindo, I'm so and so, and took off like all of his like Dabi stuff to become Shinda. But there's also a lot of different things we have for Dabi's character that could happen. Like I mentioned a lot earlier in his character discussion I did, that he could be a spy for the heroes. But that could also be just me speculating. But it's speculation. With this, I will go to the character I think is Jin, which is the guy who looks like a robot reptile character. Now, with this, we've never seen Jin's face. We know his ability is copying, but we know for certain that we don't know his face. This guy, if you put the mask on him, well, if you probably put the mask on any of them, you could probably say that they're that character. But it still kind of fits, as Dabi and Jin are quite close. They could have both, or same thing with the Dabi story. He could have been like, a student failed, saw like Stain do his thing and became enamored with him. Which is the same thing I have for Toga, because all three of them have mentioned how much they enjoy Stain. Now, with this, there's the Atsuhiro one, who, if I'm not mistaken, also said he liked Stain's, ideals. Now, he wasn't, like, as much of a, big person who wanted to fill out his plan, as Dabi has said that he would take up the will of Stain, or as, Toga, who more or less just loves Stain in general. With this, Atsuhiro could have been a big fan of Stain's, was a student at the school. His other three friends were just like going to be villains, and he chose to be a villain too. Now, we could also be wrong, and none of them knew that they were villains until more recently. But, yeah, I don't want that theory to be real. But, it's probably. With this, the whole characters being other characters, we have the last one, Toga. Yes, the girl who was shown has a different eye color than Toga. Now, with this, I have an explanation, which is her ability. We don't know it. That's the reason. So her ability could change her eye color, as there are things like vampires whose eye colors are normal, then they turn red, or at least in some shows I've seen. This could be an aspect of that, because her ability deals with blood. So with that I just thought about the vampire eye changing thing, and that came to mind. Or she could have used contacts. And if I'm not mistaken, she wore her mask the entire time against the villain or the hero when they were at the school training camp for when they were dealing with Bakugo. So with this, and it's a big if, but I think that she is the Toga character. If not, why are they so simple? Like, all four of these characters fit the characterization for these characters really perfectly, in my opinion. Now, I don't know 100% how they're going to do it, but I feel like these are the League of Villain characters. There is a theory a part of this theory that could make all this happen, as All for One has the ability to take quirks and gives them to others. Now, with this, his quirk he's used to give Kurogiri his ability, if I'm not mistaken. He's done this to give the Nomu's abilities, and we're not sure if all the Nomus are destroyed, as evidenced by the chapters after Bakugo are saved. The heroes say that it was too easy to find all the Nomus. Now with this, it could just be it was too easy, and it was just like, oh yeah, we can prepare. But I think All for One is smarter than that. But the other one is that there could be a whole bunch of Nomus that have been hidden away for Tomura, as this is actually something he could do, as we've seen him control the Nomu from the first arc, in which he bursts into the USJ like dome area and he fights All Might, Aizawa, and everyone else. Now we know that he had control over him, and no one else could really control him. And really, he didn't go on a rampage in this chapter. But with this, there's so much that we don't know about the Nomus and how many abilities that All for One has. With this, he's been there for a while, if I'm not mistaken, as there are 8 inheritors of the One for All ability. Now, with this, that means he's been there for a while, as it's said that he is the first villain to give his brother, who was the first One for All ability wielder, his ability. Which means that if All for One is the villain, he's had a lot of time to collect abilities. Now with this, I don't know what you guys think. I could be just a fool, but it's a possibility overall in the end. So any questions you guys have, post in the comment section below. Take a look at Report's video on this, as he goes into a little bit of depth into what people could say is against this. But I've been more or less saying the pros, not the cons, of what the theory has. Now with that, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you guys have your blood rushing thinking about what could happen with these characters. And if you guys actually have a theory about this, I would like to know in the comment section below. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you didn't. I hope you guys have a custom day. See ya. Dun 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 dun.